Alright guys, let's get into trigonometric functions. Alright, in trigonometric functions, we already have discussed this in my earlier video, but I want to recap it over here as we would be requiring it significantly. Okay, alright. Now this is our unit circle. X-axis is cos, y-axis is sine. We know this is positive, this is negative for cos, and this is positive and this is negative for sine. Now, trigo function n pi by 2 plus minus theta is equal to plus minus trigo function theta. Alright. Now, if it is odd, if n is odd, and if n is even, what is the consequence? Alright. Now, let's take an example. Now, let's talk about cos, where n is even, any number. Alright, pi by 2 plus minus theta, cos remains cos here, and plus minus theta, how do we get that sign? I've already explained, but I would be explaining it again over here. Alright, then if n is odd, n odd multiplied by pi by 2 plus minus theta. If n is odd, cos gets its counterpart, that is sine. If it would have been cot, this would have been tan. If it would have been cosec, it would have been sec. Alright, plus and minus. How do we get this? Let's find it out. Alright. Okay, now let's check out for even, and let's our theta be pi by 6. Alright. Now suppose if I choose even number to be 4. So cos 4 pi by 2 plus say pi by 6 is equal to what? Now it's even, so cos remains cos. Now we have got to find out whether it is positive or negative. So what do? We do from this is 0, pi by 2, 1 pi by 2, 2 pi by 2, 3 pi by 2, 4 pi. We know that this is always 4 pi by 2 or 8 pi by 2 or 12 pi by 2 or 16 pi by 2, right? So 4 pi by 2 plus theta. So it comes in first quadrant. So if it comes in first quadrant, we know cos is positive. So this would be positive pi by 6. Fine. That is what? That is 4 pi by 2 pi by 6. Alright. So if we solve this side, how much would the angle be? Now see, again LCM. For those who are not very conversant with LCM, let me explain it to them. So how do we find LCM? Now we take these denominators over here, then we divide with lowest number, that is 2. 2 1s are 2, 2 3s are 6, then again by 3. This one remains 1, 3 1s are 3. So 2 into 3, 6 becomes our LCM. Now 2 3s are 6, that 3 we multiply with 4 to get 12 pi, and 6 1s are 6, 1 into pi, that becomes pi. So 12 pi plus pi upon 6. So that comes to 13 pi by 6. So we are talking about cos 13 pi by 6, which would also be equal to cos pi by 6. 13 pi by 6 is what? 13 into 180 divided by 6, that comes to 390 degree. Alright, that comes to 390 degree. And cos 30 is what? Root 3 by 2. So this as well as this both have value root 3 by 2. Alright. Now the difference is this value which is there, that comes in the range of 0 to 2 pi. Whereas this, that is 13 pi by 6, comes beyond 2 pi. Alright. So if I write cos pi by 6, we need to write here that pi by 6 falls in the range of greater than 0 and less than 2 pi. Alright. Whereas when we talk about this is greater than 2 pi. Alright. So now pi by 6 falls, pi by 6 is greater than 0 and less than 2 pi. Alright. Now this is called as principal solution. Now why principal solution? Because rule for principal solution is the angle has to be greater than equal to 0 and less than 2 pi. Alright, so from here till here, whatever value we have, they are all known as principal solutions. Alright, so that's how we also represent it this way. Now this is what is called as closed interval. Now that includes 0, alright, the starting point, and this is for open interval. For open interval, it does not include the end point, that is here it is 2 pi. Alright, so this is what is principal solution. So principal solutions are those values which fall from 0 to less than 2 pi. Alright, so let's take yet another example to understand it still furthermore. Alright, but keep in mind, allied angle theorem is very much essential for this. Now, so what is cos 13 pi by 6? Cos 13 pi by 6 also gives us the same value, that is root 3 by 2. Then what do we call this? We call this as general solution. Alright, why general solution? Because now suppose this is the circle and this is root 3 by 2. So root 3 by 2 we just now saw it is 390 degree. Now there's another thing called as coterminal angle. Now 390 degree actually means what? 390 degree means it is 390. How do we get 390? 390 is, this is 360, right? 360 plus 30. So plus 30 is 390. So what I do is 390 minus 360 is equal to 30 degree. Alright. So this is what it is. Now what you do is you keep on adding 360 to 390. So now this was 390. So if I add 360, this would again come here. So 390 plus 360, that also would give the same value, that is root 3 by 2. Add another 360 to that, that would again come back here. So that would again give you same value root 3 by 2. Again keep on rotating by 360 degree. We will find that all those which are rotated through, I need to put here cos, rotated through, as many times you keep on rotating via 360 degree, you would end over here and the value would be same. That's the reason why we call it as general solution, because it won't have just 1 degree, it won't have just 390, it would also be 390 plus 360, that would be 1 degree. Then again add another 360, that would be yet another value. So 390 plus 360, that would be yet another value. Alright, so add another 360 to that, that would be another value. Add another 360 to that and keep on doing that. You will find that for all those values that you are getting for degree would have root 3 by 2 as its value. Okay, so that's the reason why we call it as general solution. So that's about principal solution and general solution. Let's learn more about it.